You do not need to be a baseball savant to see that the Dodgers have really, really great players. And the Mets, with maybe one exception, have good players. This series is over. Well, not officially. It will be today. It is a complete and utter talent mismatch. 9-0, 8-0, 10-2. They were doing it last night without Freddie Freeman. No biggie. Hey, Mookie Betts, go get 4 hits. The Dodgers scored 10 runs last night and still left 12 runners on. The Mets are struggling to get them out. It's the Avengers against the romantic comedy. It's not the same economy. The Dodgers' last 6 playoff games, 31, plus 31 run differential. And again, that's without an entire starting rotation on the shelf and an entire bullpen on the shelf. But the Dodgers are also a great reminder and a great life lesson for sports and life. Even the most talented, even the biggest payroll, will have obstacles to overcome. I mean, Tom Brady severed his throwing hand before a playoff game. Michael Jordan, the flu game. Patrick Mahomes, back-to-back Super Bowls with a kind of weak wide receiver core. Even the greats have obstacles, but they overcome them. That's why they're the greats. The Dodgers are a classic example. Forget all the pitching injuries. They lost their shortstop against the Padres, another injury. So they take their center fielder, Tommy Edmonds. Hey, can you go play short? Yeah, you bet. He's hitting .412. And then they have Kike Hernandez, who was on the playoff roster. They said, hey, can you go play center field? Oh, okay, I'll do that. He's hitting .353. Everything is working. Their trades work. Their minor league system calling up the occasional player works. Injuries, they're fine. I mean, Kike Hernandez was not even really scheduled to play much in the playoffs, and he now has 15 postseason home runs. That's one. I think that's one behind Aaron Judge. Okay, so, I mean, good luck to the Yankees. The Mets, it's over. They can't compete. Oh, I forgot Max Muncy. He's gotten on base 12 consecutive at-bats. I mean, this is nothing the Mets can do about it. Francisco Lindor, great player, and a bunch of good players. I mean, the backups for the Dodgers, guys that were on the playoff roster, not scheduled to play, are hitting .350. Center fielders moved to short. You think they'd be a bit distracted? No, I'll hit .412 with a bunch of RBIs. Yeah, 3-1 lead. One of their aces going today. It feels like it's over. So the Denver Broncos hammered the Saints in New Orleans 33-10. It didn't even feel that close. And this was Sean Payton, who years and years and years ago, 2006, Sean Payton took over a team that was so bad in New Orleans, they were called the Aints. Fans wore like garbage bags over their head. Like you saw it for years and years and years. And Sean Payton, first year, he didn't have all the dead cap money, but he squeezed every ounce of talent out of that team, got them to the playoffs, double-digit winning team. This is what the great coaches do, and Sean Payton's one of them. Now, the Denver Broncos are not a great roster. Vegas had them at 5.5 wins. I said I think they're 7 or 8 just because of Sean Payton's coaching. He will squeeze every bit of juice and pulp out of this orange. So when you go on the road like the Broncos did, on a short week with a rookie quarterback that didn't play well and win by 3 touchdowns, that's coaching. Dennis Allen may be the worst coach in the league. Sean Payton once again takes a dead franchise. Broncos were a dead franchise and has squeezed every ounce of talent out of them. And again, an offensive coach. We've been on this now for multiple years. This is why I would always prefer to get an offensive coach. I've seen Andy Reid do this twice. I've seen Sean McVay do this. And now I've seen Sean Payton do this. This offensive line, when he took it over, was a bit of a mess. Just after last year, they were 12th. I'm watching that Bronco O-line this year, guard, center, guard. It feels like a top 3 or 4 in the league, at least guard, center, guard. They are running the football. Last night was a great example. They come out with Bo Nix. Bo Nix' mechanics are all messed up. That was always a concern. He didn't have a big arm, very mobile, smart kid. His mechanics aren't great. He tends to run more than he should. He's very athletic, but his feet and his mechanics are a mess right now. Sean Payton very clearly early says, yeah, this ain't going to work. We're going to shorten the routes. We're going to run the football, and that's exactly what they did. And remember where Sean Payton learned all these tricks. Who was his mentor? Bill Parcells. Urban Meyer in college and Bill Parcells in the NFL are the great quick rebuilders. Urban did it at Bowling Green and Utah and Florida and Ohio State, like 1 year, awful to good. Bill Parcells did it multiple times in his career. Bill Parcells, he was the mentor for Sean Payton. So Sean is much better than most coaches when it comes to personnel and the draft. He's very good at it. A lot of coaches aren't. A lot of coaches aren't good at that. Like Andy Reid I'm not going to do that. Andy could be good at it, doesn't want to do it. Play design, play creation, play calling, that's what he does. Spags, you do defense. Brett Veach, you do the drafting. Sean Payton can get his hands dirty a little bit in the personnel, and he's good at it. But, I mean, Bo Nix was not playing well, and nobody turns a mess around quicker. And I want to tell you how big of a mess Denver is. They still have $78 million in dead cap money this year. They will still be paying Russell Wilson $32 million next year. It's a disaster job. And yet, they're at 4 wins. Vegas had them at 5.5. I thought it was 7 or 8. So this is as bad as it gets financially. What's ironic is the Saints now are in cap hell for the next several years. Too bad they can't hire Sean Payton back. But if you look at Denver right now, they got some winnable games. And there's going to be games like at Baltimore, at Kansas City, they're going to lose. But they've got a Carolina, Atlanta at home, Raiders, Cleveland, Colts at home. They're going to end up winning 7 or 8 games, and it's going to be one of the great coaching jobs in the league. It really is. I know Coach of the Year goes to somebody winning 12, 13, 14 games. Give it to John Harbaugh or Andy Reid now. But what Sean Payton is doing, I mean, remember, Vegas had 2 teams at 5.5 wins, Carolina and Denver. Denver's already gone on the road, thrashed the Saints, beaten Aaron Rodgers on the road, and I see at least 5 more potential W's. They're not going to go to Baltimore and beat the Ravens. That thing's going to get ugly. They're not going to go to Kansas City and beat Mahomes. I don't know if it'll be ugly. That's a tough W to grab. Yeah, that was a coaching mismatch. The Dodgers-Mets is a talent mismatch, and the Broncos and the Saints, that was a coaching mismatch. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.